Eevee is one of the most interesting and unique Pokemon out there. Being able to evolve into so many different Pokemon is amazing, and as fans of the franchise, we all love it when a brand new Eeveelution does get released. However, one didn't get released in Generation 7, which did leave quite a few of us a little bit disappointed. But as we all know, Generation 8 is the most likely Pokemon game to be out next on the Switch, and it is also very likely that a new Eeveelution will be in that game. And so in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at 5 new ways that Eevee could evolve into a new Eeveelution in Pokemon Generation 8. Now, of course, this is all my own opinion at the end of the day, and it's completely cool if you guys disagree with what I say in the video. Don't hesitate though to drop a comment down below about the video and any other new ways that Eevee may evolve in the next generation games. Don't forget to leave a like on this video too to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out a new video very shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and follow my Twitter to updates about the channel. Both of those links can be found in the description down below. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video and take a look at some ways that Eevee may evolve in the Generation 8 games. So starting things off and claiming the number 5 spot in today's top 5 video is just a new type of Eeveelution entirely. Now this is obviously something that is quite a stretch. We don't technically need a new type. I'm not saying that we do need a new type, but if there is a new type in Generation 8, then hey, what better Pokemon to introduce it with than Eevee? We've already seen it before in Generation 6. In Pokemon X and Y, we saw Fairy types being added to the games, and along came our pal Sylveon. And Sylveon is one of the, if not the best Eeveelution out there in the competitive scene. So if there was a new type that was going to be introduced in the next generation games, I could definitely see some sort of like a sound type maybe. This is just obviously an example, it could be something completely different if there is a new type introduced. I'm just taking sound type as an example because sound type is something that we already have a lot of things with anyway. It already has its kind of like own unique ability being able to hit through substitutes, which is obviously very, very clutch in the competitive scene. There's also a bunch of sound based moves like Hyper Voice and Echoed Voice and everything like that. And also there's a bunch of sound type Pokemon out there already, such as Expound, Loudred, Noiva, everything like that. So it could definitely fit these Pokemon very well if a new sound type was introduced in the Generation 8 games. But coming back to Eevee, how would it evolve into this new sound type based Eeveelution? Well, thinking of its name, it'd probably be called something like Soundion, even though the name's not even super important at the moment. We're just looking at how it could evolve into it. But something that I could see happening is Eevee evolving by knowing the move Echoed Voice. It is a normal type move, so it's not entirely crazy to think that Eevee could learn this move. And obviously it's something we've seen in the past as well, with Sylveon having to obviously learn Charm, plus get to affection points to be able to evolve. Maybe this one's not as difficult as Sylveon, you just have to know Echoed Voice, but maybe Eevee doesn't know an Echoed Voice until something like level 30, just to make it a little bit more difficult than having it like straight off the bat. But yeah, seeing as it is a normal type move, it's not too far-fetched to say that it could be added to Eevee's move pool, and it'd be a pretty cool way to see a new type introduced into the Generation 8 games, if we needed one. Like I say, we're not exactly needing a new type anytime soon. It'd just be cool if we did see a sound type, and obviously Eeveelution getting an evolution from that. But yeah, sound type Eeveelution takes the number 5 spot in today's top 5 video. So coming up next and claiming the number 4 spot in today's top 5 video is a fighting type Eeveelution. Now, one of the coolest evolution mechanics to date has to be the Hitmon evolution line, where they have to have certain stats higher than the others to determine what the Pokemon evolves into. I could definitely see that happening with Eevee just as well. So because fighting type Pokemon usually have quite high physical attack stats, maybe you'd have to have like a higher physical attack than maybe a special attack stat by level 25, and if these requirements are met, Eevee will evolve into a fighting type Eeveelution, which would be cool. Something like Puncheon or something like that would be a really cool name for this Pokemon as well, and I would love to see it. Also, having a fighting type Eeveelution would be amazing because some of the moves it'd be able to learn. It'd get something like Close Combat, Mach Punch, everything like that, and it'd be a pretty good Pokemon to use in the competitive scene because I think it would look amazing. I think the design would be amazing. The name, like I say, could be Puncheon, it could be anything, could be like Fightion or something like that, I don't even know. But yeah, a fighting type Eeveelution is something that I would really love to see in Generation 8 if they did choose to go with that. Coming in at the halfway point in today's top 5 video is a Dragon type Eeveelution. This is the Eeveelution I would love to see more than anything else, and it's because it looks so good. Something called like Drakeon or something like that would be amazing, but a lot of people have wondered why this hasn't actually been a thing, because obviously when Sylveon was released in Generation 6, as I've already previously mentioned in the video, they are usually released with something that they're strong or weak against, so people thought that a Dragon type Eeveelution may be released to obviously combat the Sylveon being super effective against the Dragon type Eeveelution. But of course that never happened. However though, how would you evolve Eevee into a Dragon type Eeveelution? Well, something that's never actually been surrounded with Eevee is Trade Evolution. There's so many ways to evolve Eevee However, one of them is not trait evolution. It's never been used on Eevee's evolution, so I think simply just evolving Eevee with a dragon scale would be an easy way to evolve it into obviously a dragon type evolution, similar to Kingdra, something like that. It just makes sense, and like I say, I cannot believe this hasn't actually been used on Eevee. Eevee is the evolution Pokemon, and trading evolution is one of the best ways to, well, one of the most known ways, not the best, because we don't all like trade evolutions. It's definitely one of the most known ways to evolve Pokemon, so the fact that this hasn't been applied to Eevee's evolution line is kind of crazy, and I definitely think it would be a cool fit to see Eevee evolve after being traded with a dragon scale. But a dragon type evolution would be amazing in Generation 8, and I would love to see it. Coming in at the number 2 spot in today's top 5 video is Eevee evolving into a ghost type Eeveelution. Now, the obvious answer for this is just to evolve Eevee using a dust stone. Eevee is no stranger to evolutionary stones. He's already got Flareon, Vaporeon and Jolteon under his belt, having to use the Fire, Water and Thunderstone to evolve into them respectively. So yeah, a dust stone wouldn't be any stranger, but I think we can do better than that. I think we can have a better evolution technique to evolve Eevee into a ghost type Eeveelution. But anyway, something that I was thinking of would be to take Eevee to a ghostly place, something like a graveyard or like a haunted mansion, something like Lavender Town, maybe something like that, but in the new, obviously, generation, a new area. And once you take Eevee here and level it up once there in that location, it does evolve into a ghost type Eeveelution. Similarly to how we've seen Eevee evolve into Leafeon and Glaceon near the Moss Rock and the Ice Rock, everything like that, but obviously this is just a different location. It kind of makes sense though. It's like a spooky place, you know, it does make sense to evolve into a ghost type Eeveelution. Not only that, but another way I could see this happening is to have Eevee faint after leveling up in a fight, because then after the fight he's obviously, you know, fainted, then he comes back to life as a ghost kind of thing. You know, it's just something that makes sense. Would be kind of cool, like kind of like Shedinja in a way, but you know, not with all that nonsense that's going on with that evolution line. And also you could have maybe the friendship having to be like a minimum after leveling up once. I understand that leveling up obviously does gain your friendship, but as low as it possibly can be after, like before leveling up. But yeah, multiple ways to evolve Eevee into a ghost type evolution. I think it'd be really cool to see something like this. The name would probably be something like, I don't know, like Spooky or something like that maybe. I really don't know, but I really would love to see a ghost type evolution in Generation 8, and I really do hope that it happens. Finishing things off though and claiming the number 1 spot in today's top 5 video is a flying type Eeveelution. Now, I had to include this Pokemon on the list for a number of reasons. The first reason is the design that I found for this Pokemon looks absolutely amazing, and if the final product of Eevee's flying type evolution looks anything like this fake art, I would be absolutely in love with it, and it would definitely be one of my favourite Eeveelutions, without a doubt. But anyway, if a flying type evolution did appear, I could definitely see it happening the same time as like a bug or a rock type evolution or something like that, and that's because evolutions usually get released in pairs with having type advantages. So obviously we saw Umbreon being super effective against Espeon, we saw Glaceon being super effective against Leafeon, we also got Jolteon super effective against Vaporeon, and then Vaporeon super effective against Flareon. It's just something that kind of happens, and it's just kind of like a little sequence you can see, and just a bit of a pattern. But anyway, moving on to the juicy stuff, how would Eevee evolve into a flying type evolution? Well, I'm so glad you asked. I could see something like this happening by having to have a Pokemon in your party. We've already seen it happen with Remoraid and Mantike evolving into Mantine, and so maybe having to have a flying type Pokemon in your party whilst having Eevee in there, leveling it up once, maybe evolves into a flying type evolution. I think that'd be a really cool technique to use in this situation. And with all the evolutions of Eevee, we've got some still that have been left out, and I think this could be a really cool evolution technique to use for a flying type evolution. Not only that, but there's also been a bunch of hints towards a flying type evolution actually being a thing, such as kind of little things that you could kind of see happen and kind of hint towards a flying type evolution. But yeah, I would love to see it happen in Pokemon Generation 8. But with that, it does wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it as much as I did making it. If you did enjoy the video though, please do leave a like down below. It really does help out the video, and I really do appreciate it. And also, like I said at the start of the video, let me know other evolutions that you would love to see and how they would evolve into said evolution in the comment section down below. I do also have a couple other top 5 videos and other Pokemon related things coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to give them a watch if you do have the time, and also make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy today's video. I do upload daily Pokemon content on this channel. That is everything from me though, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and until next time, guys, peace.